falter, you falter. Or worse. But I've been here for eons. I have fed species greater than you, and I have starved species greater than you. My oceans, my soil, my flowing streams, my forests, they all can take you or leave you. How you choose to live each day, whether you regard or disregard me, doesn't really matter to me. One way or the other. Your actions will determine your fate, not mine. I am nature. I will go on. I am prepared to evolve. Are you? Some call me nature. Others call me Mother Nature. I've been here for over 4.5 billion years. 22,500 times longer than years. I don't really need people, but people need me. Yes, your future depends on me. When I thrive, you thrive. When I falter, you falter. Or worse. But I've been here for eons. I have fed species greater than you, and I have starved species greater than you. My oceans, my soil, my flowing streams, my forests, they all can take you or leave you. How you choose to live each day, whether you regard or disregard me, doesn't really matter to me. One way or the other. Your actions will determine your fate, not mine. I am nature. I will go on. I am prepared to evolve. Are you? Some call me nature. Others call me Mother Nature. I've been here for over 4.5 billion years. 22,500 times longer than you. I don't really need people, but people need me. Yes, your future depends on me. When I thrive, you thrive. When I falter, you falter. Or worse. But I've been here for eons. I have fed species greater than you, and I have starved species greater than you. My oceans, my soil, my flowing streams, my forests, they all can take you or leave you. How you choose to live each day, whether you regard or disregard me, doesn't really matter to me. One way or the other. Your actions will determine your fate, not mine. I am nature. I will go on. I am prepared to evolve. Are you? nature. Others call me Mother Nature. I've been here for over 4.5 billion years. 22,500 times longer than you. I don't really need people, but people need me. Yes, your future depends on me. When I thrive, you thrive. When I falter, you falter. Or worse. But I've been here for eons. I have fed species greater than you, and I have starved species greater than you. My oceans, my soil, my flowing streams, my forests, they all can take you or leave you. How you choose to live each day, whether you regard or disregard me, doesn't really matter to me. One way or the other. Your actions will determine your fate, not mine. I am nature. I will go on. I am prepared to evolve. Are you? Some call me nature. Others call me Mother Nature. I've been here for over 4.5 billion years. 22,500 times longer than you. I don't really need people, but people need me. Yes, your future depends on me. When I thrive, you thrive. When I falter, you falter. Or worse. But I've been here for eons. I have fed species greater than you, and I have starved species greater than you. My oceans, my soil, my flowing streams, my forests, they all can take you or leave you. How you choose to live each day, whether you regard or disregard me, doesn't really matter to me. One way or the other. Your actions will determine your fate, not mine. I am nature. I will go on. I am prepared to evolve. Are you?
Save your life. Hello, good afternoon everybody. This is Architect JP Estino having a sustainable day. Thank you, Architect JP, for the introduction. And just to add to your introduction, of relevance to the things that I do as part of the profession, I am also an accredited design professional for the rating system GREEN, green with the 3 E's. Ang ibig sabihin ito, geared for resiliency and energy efficiency for the environment. Okay, itong rating system na ito is being handled by PGBI or the Philippine Green Building Initiative. And I am also affiliated with another rating system called EDGE or Excellence in Design for Greater Efficiencies. Ito naman ay isang innovation of the IFC or International Finance Corporation of the World Bank. So yan. So ito ang ating somehow connection sa ating trabaho na ginagawa sustainability. So yan yung konti dagdag.
Diba? Wow. Talagang ibang klase as credentials ng ating guest for today. So, because of that, disclaimer lang po I will remind all our audience na the way I will go through the interview or the episode is as if I am not an architect. So, I always go through an interview in such a way para po hindi naman para yung mga audience natin ay hindi technical, hindi architects, hindi engineers, hindi environmental planners can still relate. So, ang mga questions ko po hindi super basic para lahat po tayo makaintindi. So, yun, yan, alam na natin na maraming alam si Architect Freddy Bautista on green architecture. Kumbaga, even the rating system diba? It's not just about adding a flat here and there sa design mo. Siguro, sir, ang first question ko is, can you define what is green architecture? Is it enough na kapag gumawa ka ng plano or nag-design ka is naglagay ka ng space for garden? Is that enough? Ano yung diferensya nung green architecture or sustainable architecture compared to simple as architects na nagdadagdag lang ng konting budget?
Okay. Okay, Architect JP na. Siguro before we go deeper into that, let me first find out, okay, let's define first what sustainability is. Okay. Alam ko yung sustainability gamit na gasgas na term na yan. And yet, a lot of people don't really know what sustainability is. Okay. So, as defined, sustainability kasi is meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. Okay, sustainability. We will expound on that further. No, what does sustainability mean? Also, it means to maintain. Okay, it can also mean to nourish, to prolong, pakatagalin natin, and as the root word implies, to sustain. Okay, sa ating wikang Tagalog, okay, ang sustainability is pagpapanatili, okay, pangangalaga. So, I hope everybody can relate to that already. Mas madali na mas simple para maintindihan natin ang sustainability. Okay? And while our topic, okay, covers as title, social and environmental impacts of sustainable architecture, okay, we have to consider yung economy. Okay? Sustainability kasi applies to all aspects of our lives. Okay? Mula sa pamilya, sa negosyo, at sa kalikasan. Okay? So, apart from the social and environmental impact, we should keep in mind also the economic effects. Okay? So, basically, tatlong components yan palagi. Okay? Social, economic, and environmental components. So, Diyan umiikot yan. So one cannot do without the other. So it has to support each other. So now we go to architecture. Paano pumapasok ang arkitektura, okay, sa ating sustainability? Okay. So let's start off with green architecture. Okay. Green architecture naman, okay. Makikita natin yung difference, ano? Ito yung so that we can have a comparative. Green architecture is a philosophy of architecture that advocates sustainable energy sources, okay? The conservation of energy, the reuse and safety of building materials, and the siting of a building with consideration of its impact sa environment. Okay, so ang focus natin sa green architecture are the structures. Okay? But yet, we still look into the sustainable energy sources. Okay? So yun yung function ng green architecture. Now, as we have evolved to the climate crisis, no? We have been more conscious about how we do things as architects. So dito ay pumapasok yung sustainable architecture. Okay? It is architecture that seeks to minimize the negative environmental impact of buildings by efficiency and moderation, as a take note, in the use of materials, energy, and development space, and the ecosystem large. Okay? Sustainable architecture uses conscious, okay, yan yung binabantay natin. It is a conscious approach to energy and ecological conservation in the design of the built environment. Okay, so we do the structures, we do the built environment, but we take into consideration nature kung ano yung pagtatayuan natin. Minsan sa umpisa pa lang, pagpipili pa lang ng lupa, okay, we have to build appropriately. Okay, makakasama ba tayo sa environment, or there are some examples that even, you know, we would like a rest house, for example, in a far-flung area, but are you going to harmonize with nature there, or makakasama ka lang? So you consider that also, di ba? So we have to strike that particular balance. Okay? The idea of sustainability, okay, and there's actually another science in design, ecological design. Okay? Yung ecological design is another whole topic. Okay, medyo malalim na yun. Okay? The idea of sustainability is really to ensure our actions and decisions today that do not inhibit the opportunities of future generation. Okay? So mas malaki actually ang scope ng sustainable architecture. So am I clear on that?
Yeah. Yun nga medyo napanganga kami kasi ang lalim pala niya. It encompasses a lot of other things, di ba? Hindi lang siya simpleng, it's good that you define the green architecture compared to the sustainable one. Kasi, pumasok na nga ako agad sa green architecture when in fact, tama yung simula mo, sir, no? You define muna what is sustainability. Kasi yun yung importante talaga, di ba? I mean, doon nag-ugat the factor that we are considering, kaya natin kailangan gawin yung green architecture. So it's a very good way of clarifying and clearing things out, di ba? So alam na natin na sustainability is what we need. So at least whatever we are doing now, today, or kung ano man yung design natin as architects, as engineers, as contractors, ano man yung gagawin natin, is something na makakabuti pa rin in the future. This is in consideration of sustainability. The next question, sir, is, ina-apply ba natin ito sa Pilipinas? At paano natin gagawin yun?
Okay. So in terms of applications dito sa atin, siguro ang magandang simulan natin para para maklaro din sa lahat. Okay? Everybody has a role in terms of sustainability. Okay? Hindi lang architecture.
Everybody has a role. Yeah.
Everybody has a role. Now, we will link how the architects will play that role naman. Okay? But let's start from our own selves. Okay? Let's start from the individual. Okay? Each of us, okay, meron tayong katumbas na tinatawag na carbon footprint. Okay? Yan yung, kumbaga, footsteps natin. Okay? Na nakaka-apekto pag naglalakad tayo. Okay? So, habang naglalakad tayo, habang umaapak tayo, meron tayong nasasagasaan, di ba? Okay? Now, how it affects the environment is another story. Okay? When we say carbon footprint, okay, meron tayong equivalent na kinocontribute bawat isa. Hindi lang yung factories, hindi lang yung, sabihin natin, pollution, yung sasakyan, okay, each one of us. Pag-gising pa lang natin, for example, sa umaga, what happens? Okay, tayo ng kama. Where do we go? CR tayo, di ba? What do we do? First thing, after we relieve ourselves, flush tayo. Ano ang kaaga, how do you say that in Tagalog? Ang kasama sa pag-flush mo, okay, we use energy immediately. We use water. Okay, how we use water is another story, di ba? Is it efficient? Kasama yan sa mga rating system. Meron mga gallons per flush na tinatawag. So we have water conservation also. Okay? Energy efficiency. Okay? That's why ang daming models ng pag-flush. Okay? So yun lang, pag-gising mo pa lang. And then, pag ginamit mo yung tubig, nasan yung mga CR mo, our water supply, you use the pumps to supply the water tanks. Immediately, we use energy. Where does the energy come from? Okay? Energy comes from the power companies, which are fueled by the fossil fuels, which is extracted directly from the earth. Okay? So, andyan pa yung, kasama pa yung mga ibang energy na pag-transport, pag-deliver sa mga factories, di ba? So, ganun pa lang, ang sinasabi ko, each one of us has a contribution to the overall effect sa environment. So, yan, isa pa lang yan. Then, we brush our teeth, and eventually take a shower, di ba? You can imagine, you try to accumulate all of those. Then, pagpapasok tayo, we ride a car, we burn fuel, hatid tayo ng mga bata, eskwela, and all. Pagdating sa opisina, use the air conditioner and all. Alright? So, ganon, yun yung cycle natin. So, that's why we should be conscious also. But, if we are conscious, okay, who benefits from it? Tayo din, di ba? Diba? Makakatipid ka sa fuel, makakatipid ka sa kuryente. So, in other words, may financial returns. Okay? That's why sinasabi natin, tatlo yung components. Diba? May social, may economic, and environmental. So, every move that we do, may ikot yan. Okay? So, if we do better, it goes back to us. Diba? Nakakatipid tayo, may direct benefit tayo. So, you try to expound that bigger. Okay, so yun, sinasabi ko pa lang, yung role ng bawat isang tao. Okay. So, ganun din, now we move to the different utility companies. So, that's why sustainability is in every aspect. Okay. So, we go to the factories, how do they operate it? How yung maintenance nila, operations, preventive maintenances and all. Okay. As simple as a vehicle, for example, you buy a car. Okay. How can you be sustainable when buying a car? Okay. You buy a car now, kaya mo bang masuportahan yan yung maintenance for the next 10 years? Can it function as good? You know, as it was when bago? Okay. That's one way of saving yourself, diba? Nakakatipid ka by maintaining that particular item that you have. Right?
So lahat pala tayo may participation. So we cannot say na, ay, ano lang naman, maliit na bahay lang naman yung papagawa ko eh. Hindi ko na, hindi niya kasi ang naging
dyan nga yung pumapasok din ng role ng architect. So, the role of the architect is basically to educate, okay,
I like that.
our clients first and foremost. Okay, let me remind everybody that part of the architect's code is, you know, just to keep our feet grounded, we are all instruments. Okay, hindi tayo kailangan, well, no offense to the star architects and that build iconic structures and all, but we are first and foremost a service. Okay, and those who will be occupying the buildings, those who will be using the building, are the ones who are really intrinsic, and they will be part of that particular structure. Nabubuhay yung structure because of them. Okay. Okay, they will be living there, they will be working there, doing all that sorts of activities that are pertinent to that particular structure. Okay. So, yun ang isang role ng architect. We educate the clients. Okay. So, ideally, if the client pulls you in, okay, to start off a particular project, look at the site. Okay, is it appropriate to build? Okay. Pwede ka bang magtayo ng isang structure na hindi naman tugma dun sa site? That's the reason also why we have this zoning regulations also. Okay, so hindi natin pinag-pressure yun. But that's assuming that the zoning regulations or the zoning assignments to these properties are correct. But of course, you have to validate that as well. Okay. So sa site selection pa lang, dapat maganda na yung kung like, well, I was just out of town the other day, and the first initial thing that we did was to do a site inspection. Now, how the project is, again, we have to study further kung babagay siya sa site. So, importante yung pag-educate mo dun sa client. Okay, that's the basic. Okay. Now, how do you proceed doing green architecture? Okay. Minsan, ang reaction kagad ng mga clients, naku, ang mahal niyan. Diba? So, alam nyo nung araw, basic as it can be. Okay, one of the best models for our country, being a tropical country, is the bahay kubo. Okay? Yan ang basic na green architecture natin. Okay? And beyond the bahay kubo, you have other houses going back to our ancestral, meron sa Batanes, iba yung bahay doon ng style, iba yung sa Ifugao, di ba? So, why were their houses designed differently from that of Metro Manila? Okay? That's what we are saying. We build appropriately. Okay? Hindi natin pwedeng tayuan ng, kaya that's why we have all of these effects, events ng mga typhoons and all, but yet later on you will see, kung kunwari sa Batanes, sino yung mga unang nasirang bahay, yung abandoned structures made of GI sheets and all, but yung mga kubo nila doon, made of attached roofs and all, sila yung nagsusurvive, and they have survived for so many years. Okay? So we have to build appropriately. So these are the basics sa green architecture. Okay? Site, and then you build appropriately, and then you build based on the site conditions. Okay? Ideally, you start off with doing passive design. Okay? You try to build in consideration with the sunlight, the location, the east and west orientation, okay, north and south, and then the wind directions, the predominant wind directions. We have this amihan of Nahabagan. Okay, try to harness everything that you can from nature, that it's being given for free. Okay, so that's why hindi hindi necessarily mahal ang green architecture. Bakit siya nagmamahal? Okay, this is when we start implementing the green feature. Okay, yung mga bagong technology. For example, andyan na yung solar power. Andyan na yung sensors. Okay, the wind that goes on and off and come in and out of a room. Okay, there's rainwater harvesting. Okay, purification systems and all. But these are not, I have nothing against them. Okay, these are supplemental. Okay, we have to adapt to it also. We have to adapt to change. And nakakatulong yan. Nakakatulong talaga. Okay. So yun yung initial na ano natin. Kaya yung nag-react sila na mahal ang it's not necessarily doing it the proper way to do.
Yun. So, now we're clear. It doesn't have to be expensive to consider all this sustainable design. Diba? Like, I believe in all architecture colleges naman, no? When we went to yung nag-aaral tayo, pinag-aralan na natin to eh. Napakaganda ng example mo, sir, the bahay kubo. Diba? I mean, all of us, pinag-aralan natin why the bahay kubo is a very good example of what our houses should be in our country. Kasi, consider doon yung environment, consider din yung ating weather, consider din yung passive cooling, diba? Lahat po ba ng arkitekto pinag-aralan to? O you have to be, meron ka bang kailangang additional courses para ma-apply mo yung ganyang design? Kasi, like you said, it's basic. Diba? Pwede tayo magsimula sa basic, pero of course, there are others who are expert on the field. Diba? Pero, for us na hindi naman nag-masters or hindi naman, hindi naman sobrang pinag-aralan pa in depth itong environmental planning or kung ano pang iba pang technology on the green architecture, pwede ba namin itong apply as an architect at napag-aralan pa to lahat ng estudyante na arkitekto? Is it hard?
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm not sure about the curriculum of other schools, but these are basic elements already of design. Okay? And these are basic principles of design. And I guess it's a matter of trying to relate to, siguro pinakamaganda, let's relate it more to practical purposes. Okay? To our practical life. Okay? A lot of things have changed. Okay? That's why first we talk about this new normal and the old normal, and the old normal developing into something that's not really normal, di ba? Yung mali nagiging normal kasi, di ba? So, what happened, the way I see it in the past, kasi everything was done for convenience. Okay? Take for example, the basic vehicle noong araw. Okay? We started from Henry Ford. Okay? Yung kanyang invention. And then it evolved. Naging mga medyo familiar sa mga cars, 6-cylinder, 8-cylinder car vehicles. But these are all gas guzzlers, and they didn't care about how much fuel they consume. You know? But eventually, look at, because of the effect on the pollution, the environment, and then the fuel, it being expensive, the Japanese car came out that's more efficient, all, you know. So, yung ganun, we always have to have the experience, yung hard lessons learned. Okay, yun ang masakit sa atin. Just like us, what we are experiencing now because of the pandemic, diba? Nakita natin yung effect sa atin. Okay, we saw that honestly we are not prepared for it. Diba? What happened, for example, yung food supply natin. Okay, we were all locked in Manila, and where were our food supply? Outside, diba? Nasa provinces, vegetable malls natin. Nakita mo na nabubulok yung mga bagyo. Okay? But, in contrast, nahihirapan tayo dito sa Metro Manila. Okay? So, again, that's part of one of the aspects of sustainability, self-sufficiency. Okay? So, you have to consider all of this. So, it might be a wide scope. Okay, but just, masanay lang tayo being practical, being conscious about the effects of everything. So, ganun din sa design. Okay? The materials, for example, that we specify. Okay? Ideally, you can specify materials that are locally available. Okay? When I say locally available, it's more of the proximity. Okay? It could have been imported, but brought in bulk, okay, and it's stocked here, okay, but it's proximity to your project site, okay, to your location, okay. Kasi you have to consider the embodied energy that went through it also, okay. So yung kunwari masyadong malayo naman, kunwari ang specification mo, isang water closet na walang available sa country, bibili mo from another Asian country. Okay, so meron shipping involved. Okay, how much fuel will that burn? Okay, so embodied energy, not to mention meron pang yung manufacturing niyan. How was it manufactured? So, okay, so that's part of when you were familiar with rating systems kasi lahat yan sinasama nila. The material, manufacturing, was it did it have an effect on the environment when it was being manufactured? There's steel, there's glass, and then there's aluminum. How are all of these manufactured? So, tapos extraction ng raw materials, di ba? So, yung mga effect na yun. Kaya nagmamahal yung materials din natin. In contrast,
for everything that we do, from the design to the material selection to the site analysis and all that, nagsasanga-sanga rin pala siya. Because it adds up. It adds up to ano yung kailangan mo to sustain. Again, going back to the word, to sustain the structure or the building and even the footprint. So, lahat pala yun consider. So, dami.
Madami talaga. There's even this sometimes conflict between the architect and the owner. Like, if there's a new, if there's an existing building, for example, is it practical to use the existing structure, or is it better to build a new one? Okay. Sabi nga ng ibang sustainability experts, the most green building is the one that's already standing. Okay, because you reuse it, you repurpose it. Okay, and then if it's an existing building that's being operated, it's a matter of retrofitting it probably. Make the systems better, make the systems work 100% efficient, and then if you want to facelift it, probably better, right? So, kasi, you know what? One of the biggest contributors to carbon emissions are buildings. Okay? 40% ang effect ng carbon emissions sa climate. Okay? So imagine 40%, okay? Lahat ang nagko-contribute buildings, and we're not talking about probably the existing buildings. Okay? How many buildings are existing na hindi na efficient? Just go to the business districts, diba? Ilan na yung lumang building dyan? Are you sure that all the air conditioning systems are all efficient? Yung mga glass nila, before ayaw tayo sa yung mga glass order pattern ourselves in mga high-rise buildings natin, di ba? Puro glass. But are they really efficient? You know? Madalas siya ang init din sa loob. And we allow the air conditioning to work harder. So, ang dami can base ourselves and evolve and innovate from it.
Innovate.
Yeah. Take for example, the bahay na bato. Okay. It is a good innovation from yung mga inabutan ng mga Spanyol during that time. Okay. So, naka-raise din siya, yung bato nasa baba, di ba? And then yung nasa taas yung wood natin. Okay. In terms of flooding, the main activity areas are on the upper floor. Okay. The roofing, ano yung roofing natin at that time? Basically, clay roof. So, again, it has very good thermal properties already. Okay. So, heat deflection is very good. In contrast to sa mga yero na ginagamit natin na kailangan, of course, mag-apply sila ng insulation. But there are all modern treatments for that. Okay? So, as far as security is concerned, well, yun na nga, you have to build appropriately. If there's a need for some degree of intrusion of other materials for your security, then why not? Okay? But the basic idea of having it a livable place for you, okay, then yung livability na yung pinaka-importante. Okay? And tama yung security lang. So you don't build a structure that's not too secure in an area, okay, that has a high risk of threats. Okay. So ganun lang yun.
So what I got from your answer, sir, is basic, yung words na importante na nakuha ko is first, yung bahay kubo is yes, it's a good example, but it doesn't have to be necessary naman na bahay kubo talaga yung ilalagay mo. So the right term that you use is to innovate. Gaya nga ng example mo, sir, from the bahay kubo, nag-adjust siya into bahay na bato, but it still has the same principles, the design principles ng mga considerations niya. It's the same
at your house. Okay, you talk to me, you tell me how your house, how you want it. But maybe there's a way of doing it better. Ito ang magiging suggestion ko sa inyo. Okay? Mas makakatulong ito, una sa financial nyo, mas makakatulong ito sa
The long run.
sa kalusugan. Okay? You can expound on the financial, you can expound on the health and wellness, okay? And you can expound on even community, okay? Why do I say this? Even medyo lakihan lang natin yan. On the community side, like we have experienced, ito nga, yung huling lockdown natin, food supply, right? How I wish sana developers, okay, develop communities that are self-sufficient. How do we do that? Okay, there are regulations for it. A certain percentage na open space tayo. And where is this dedicated for? And then parks, playgrounds, clubhouse, the roads, and all. So why not dedicate a certain portion to urban gardening? Okay, edible garden. Okay, and that addresses self-sufficiency. If you do a cycle of it, probably you can do a weekly Saturday market or Sunday market, and yung excess niyan, pwede pa yan sa mga neighboring communities.
Ang ganda nga ngayon kasi nagkakaroon na sila ng more consciousness on the environment.
Yes.
And they know na it's better na if I have a plant here, hindi ako magugutom. If I have my own garden, pwede nang sustainable yung kainan. And ang maganda nun is we're going back to the basics that even people are bartering na. You know, I have, let's say, meron akong bunga ng mangga ngayon, meron ka ba dyang talong? Pagpapalit-palit na lang. So we're going back to the basic. And it's really, it's a good mindset na naging effect of the pandemic. No? So that's one thing that we can do.
Yun yung effect. You know, how does it feel? It feels good, right? Diba? I mean, doing it individually, diba? Yung effect niyan is on health and wellness. Okay, kung yun community na yun, okay, na dinesign ko natin ng developer ng method mo, who can work on that? Ilan yung mga inaalagaan natin, seniors, diba? So if you give them activities to take care of those, ang laking bagay yun. You help the seniors also. Okay? And we expose the children to sustainability. Okay? So, ngayon, sa aming organization, yung GreenAP, actually, we have an ongoing challenge. We call it GreenAP's Got to Go Live. Okay? And the members are participating just by trying to grow from seeds, no? To grow seeds distributed by the Department of Agriculture, Organic Pechay, Tasa, Amalaya. And maski, sabi mo, naka-condominium ka, hindi siya, it's not a restriction.
No limitation, yeah.
Okay, so it's no limitation. We can even grow it. So, and the best part about it is in health and wellness, it's a good, sabi nga nila, kinakantaan nila yung halaman. So that alone gives even sabi mo, hindi siya mag-flourish na, the challenge there, keep you busy. It's part of the
So it's nice. Sa mga, meron lang ang term ngayon, the plant vitas. Kasi nagiging uso na ulit na magtanim, nagiging uso na ulit to have, a small garden, or yung mga yan, sa mga nitty-gritty na mga nagsisimula na magpatubo ng mga plants and all that. It's nice kasi nagiging, it started just as a trend, pero if only
So you're addressing air indoor quality, which is also part of the rating system. Okay? So the indoor environment quality rather. Okay. So ganon din yan in most structures, especially sa hospital. Okay. So sa hospitals, they have to really be careful about this. They have to have a good mechanical system. Okay. This one I always cite my own experience from my late father. There was a time that na ICU yan after the stroke, and surprisingly after 21 days he survived it, and he was transferred back to a normal room. No? But the first thing, ito kaya natuwa ako, yung doktor mismo nagsabi. Okay. Pagpasok ng kanyang doktor, anong reaction niya? Pinapalitan kagad ng kwarto. Why? Because that particular room has very small windows. Okay? And, see, part of the wellness issue here, okay, is he should be able to distinguish night and day. Right? Diba? So, can you imagine yourself, diba, na madalas na, well, I'm sure na-experience natin ito ng mga archi graduate, yung mga nagtatrabaho tayo, in an enclosed room, no windows, hindi mo alam kung gabi na o araw na eh, So it's the same thing that's being experienced now by these call centers. So, diba? Iba yung working habit nila. So nature's effect on us is very important. Okay? So yung night and day, those are part of the wellness activities. Okay? The distinction night from day.
So thank you for that, sir, no? Isa po, nabanggit yan ni Architect Freddy, no? Napaka-importante po ng bintana. So for those na our precious clients, and ang nasa isip nila is sagarin ang mga lote, sagad-sagad lahat firewall, napaka-importante po ng bintana. So if let's say your architect would suggest
some adjustments and realistic adjustments actually. Okay. And so we came up with this theme for the year. Okay. And we call it the triple S. Okay. What are the triple S? And this is very essential for our new directions now. Okay, the triple S covers survivability, the first one. Okay. Let me may time pa mga konti para mag-expound. Okay, survivability, it discusses the now and here, how we cope up with the present situation that we are in. We survive because we are resilient. Okay, so from resolve to resilience to beginning to return, we develop a new culture. Okay, so yun yung survivability. The next is self-sufficiency. Okay, self-sufficiency is how we start evolving to the new normal and we try to veer away from business as usual. Okay, so we begin to adapt. Okay, and then sustainability. This is how we should be living already. How do we maintain our resources to fulfill our present needs without compromising the needs of our children and their future? So yan yung basic na tatlong S, the triple S, that we call in the Green Architecture Advocacy Philippines. Okay. So yan ang ating the triple S.
Thank you so much, Architect Freddy Bautista. Napaka-importante no? Dahil sa nangyari sa atin, no? Sustainability, survivability, and self-sufficiency. So, for me, para madaanan natin itong tatlong to, para matuhog natin yung tatlong to, it goes back to what we actually start to talk about, which is the concern of what sustainability is all about. Diba? Is what you are doing now, ano yung ginagalawan mo ngayon, ano yung gagawin mo, ano yung nasa paligid mo, diba? And of course, in consideration to the future. So, I think if only we consider that, yun lang yung core concept nun, diba, sir? Na if we think of that, dadaanan na natin itong tatlong consideration na to, which is sustainability, survivability, and self-sufficiency. So, I hope marami po kayong natutunan sa aming BuildeeeTV episode this afternoon. Sir, I will give you a few more minutes to give us your ano man yung gusto mo pang advice, gusto mo pang iparating sa ating audience, and maybe if you want to promote something, go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, first of all, for having me join you this afternoon. And just a few words, basically, for our colleagues, okay? Let's keep our clients, our friends, okay? Education, okay? That's the best thing. Things change, but education is imperative. It has to be continuous, okay? Huwag tayong matakot sa mga bagong alituntunin. For example, the Green Building Code, okay? A lot of people are worried about this, especially mga architects and contractors. And don't worry about it. The Green Building Code is a supplemental code, okay, to the National Building Code. Okay. Currently, it's applicable for 10,000 square meters and above. But, okay, if I were you, I'd use it as a guide. Okay.
We can apply it naman sa
Make
lahat.
use of it.
Yeah.
Make use of it. Yeah. Okay. It's a good guide for us. Okay. So, and then again, just to remind everybody, sustainable architecture is the marriage between the built environment and the natural environment. Okay. So it goes hand in hand. Okay. Finally, let's live sustainably. Okay. It is a lifestyle, and because sustainability is for all. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you again, Architect Freddy Bautista. Nako, bitin na bitin talaga, sir. Yun nga, nabanggit mo sa dulo, yung Green Building Code. Nako, marami pa tayong mapag-usapan doon. Baka pwede ulit humirit, sir, ng part 2. So, for those who are watching, no, comment po kayo, #part 2, kasi ako mismo, bitin na bitin our work, and pati na rin on our lifestyle. Sabi nga ni architect mo, it's part of our lifestyle. Malaki na po ang matutulong natin. And it's a good, it's an adjustment, yes, but it's an adjustment that we should all do na. Diba? So, again, thank you very much po sa lahat ng nanonood sa atin ngayon. We have another comment from Lloyd Daya Garcia. She said, yes to GreenAP's Got Gulay Challenge. It is aligned with Green Architecture Advocacy Philippines' home stance of the triple S approach: survivability, self-sufficiency, and sustainability. So, again, thank you very much for all those who watch our Buildee TV episode today. Kailangan natin part 2, so go ahead and comment the hashtag part 2. Thank you again, Architect Freddy Bautista, for gracing our episode for today, and I hope to see you all again next week, Saturday at 3 p.m. BuildeeeTV ProsTalk with another expert na makakasama po natin that will share their knowledge at kung ano pa po ang pwede nilang ma-share sa atin na lahat tayo So again, thank you very much, Architect Freddy Bautista.